Hi everybody and welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about some practical insights and some motivational strategies that I've used in my own work and how they have helped others facing similar challenges. This presentation is built around motivational theories and my own experiences in the elementary music classroom, with a focus on how we can apply these strategies to enhance engagement and success in our fields. Let's start with a fundamental question. What is motivation and why is it important? Motivation is what drives us to act, to push through challenges, and to stay focused on our goals. Whether you're an educator, a coach, or a parent, understanding what motivates those you interact with can make all the difference. Today, I'll walk you through two motivational theories and how these have shaped the strategies that I've used to motivate students and help them overcome obstacles. Now, I will also be talking about the two challenges that I have faced in my own classroom that I have noticed with students. I've noticed a lot of student disengagement and more external reward over internal reward. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about the motivational theories. Let's dive in to these two motivational theories that form the backbone of this presentation. Expectancy value theory. This theory emphasizes the importance of autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When individuals feel they have no control over their actions. Let's dive in to these two motivational theories that form the backbone of this presentation. Expectancy value theory. This theory emphasizes the importance of autonomy, competence, and relatedness. When individuals feel they have no control over their actions. Let's dive in to these two motivational theories that form the backbone of this presentation. Expectancy value theory. Let's start with the first motivational issue I encountered: lack of student engagement. I found that many of my students were disengaged, especially when tasks felt too difficult or irrelevant to their lives. Using expectancy value theory, I worked on increasing their sense of autonomy by offering more choices in their learning activities. I also focused on building their competence by breaking tasks into manageable chunks and celebrating the small successes. Lastly, I worked on improving relatedness, ensuring that students felt connected with their peers and me, creating a classroom culture of mutual support. In my music classroom, there are a lot of things happening a lot of the time, and I make sure to stress to my students that in our classroom, we are a family and we work together. We're here to support each other, and that is exactly what we do. We I know that some students music is not their thing, but I try to make sure to find at least something that helps them be a lifelong lover of music and have a lifelong appreciation of music. Now, another issue I faced was low confidence and fear of failure. Many students were afraid to fail, which hindered their ability to try new things. This was a barrier I needed to address. Here, goal orientation theory guided me, emphasizing a mastery orientation. I shifted the focus away from proving ability to improving skills. I encourage students to embrace mistakes as part of the learning process and reinforce that effort, not outcome, was the key to success. I celebrate their progress, no matter how small, which helped me help them develop a growth mindset and feel more confident. In a lot of the culture today, There's a lot of, I have to be perfect at everything that I do. And that is not what should be happening, you know? It it's more about the journey than the destination. And I think taking a step back and realizing that they're just kids, they're not going to be perfect, is part of that, and helping them to understand that and not pushing that I have to be perfect at everything culture on them further. Um, in our music room, I have a sign that says we can do hard things. And we reference that 90% of the time because a lot of the things that we do are hard at first, but we can overcome them and we can try new things. And we are all for a good challenge. And I just think giving them those goals and encouraging their growth and how they have come, like how their progress, I think that's the most important thing. All right, now we're going to connect the dots. Some of the key strategies both across both challenges. Student autonomy. Both theories emphasize the importance of empowering students to take ownership of their learning, giving choices and encouraging self-directed goals help foster intrinsic motivation and reduce anxiety. Giving them those opportunities to make those choices and giving them an opportunity to become more invested in their learning, honestly. All right, growth mindset, encouraging a focus on improvement rather than perfection helps students feel more resilient and willing to engage in challenging tasks. This so important. By giving them this growth mindset, it takes that glass half full or glass half empty and makes it glass half full. And I can do more, or it's like the magical yet, to the book The Magical Yet. I can't do it yet. Giving them those opportunities to grow rather than you can't do it. Well, I might not be able to do it now, but I can later. I can't do it yet. And a supportive environment, building trust and offering constructive feedback created a safe space for students, reducing fear of failure, and promoted a mastery oriented mindset. Like I said earlier, building a family within our classroom. I teach over 600 kids at my school, and each class that comes to me, we are our own little family. That's like 26 different little families a week, honestly. Um, and I think that just making sure that we all feel safe and loved and cared for, and making sure that we are safe to make those mistakes, I think that is so important. Reflecting on these experiences has been incredibly valuable. Applying these motivational theories has not only helped my students, but has also improved my own practice as an educator. Through this journey, I've learned that motivation isn't a one size fits all approach. It's about adapting strategies to meet the individual needs of each student and constantly reflecting on what's working and what's not. Moving forward, I will continue to use these motivational strategies and focus on building strong, trusting relationships with my students, fostering environments where they feel capable and motivated to succeed. Giving them opportunities to make choices, to give feedback, and talk about the journey instead of the destination. Giving them opportunities to reflect and to to grow. I mean, that's the most important part. By applying these theories, I have a deepened awareness of how motivation shapes student engagement and performance. I've learned the importance of flexibility, adjusting strategies to meet my students' needs, and foster a more inclusive environment. And I recognize that regularly reflecting on teaching practices is essential for my own growth. And it's essential for me being a teacher and helping my students and being the best version of me that I can be for them so that they can be the best version of themselves. In conclusion, motivation is a critical driver of success, whether in education, leadership, or personal development. By applying these theories, I was able to identify strategies that foster engagement, build confidence, and encourage growth. I encourage you to take these strategies and reflect on how they can be applied to your own practice, whether you're an educator, a parent, or a leader. The key is to remain flexible, reflective, and committed to the growth of those you work with. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these insights helpful and inspiring as you continue to support others in reaching their full potential. Have a good day.